My Miami, it's a one-of-a-kind combination of bold, vibrant art, warm waters, and extraordinary trails. It's what I like to call my art-venturous side. This is My Miami. What's yours?
Hey, Alicia Curry here, and today's show we're going to talk, today's preview show, we're going to talk about body image. So stick around. Hey everyone, Alicia Curry here, and I'm so glad that you're here joining me today for this preview of the show that we're going to be airing live at 5 p.m. Eastern, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence on Win-Win Women TV. So if you want to be a part of our live studio audience at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 Pacific, go to wrong one. Go. I have all my links here. Go to audaciousconfidenceshow.com. And when you're at audaciousconfidenceshow.com, when we go live, that is going to light up and you can press the join the show live button. But we're going to talk today on the show about body positivity and how can we really shift that, because affirmations alone just don't work. Affirmations don't work. That's why I titled this Affirmations Don't Work. I was having a conversation recently with a beautiful young woman. She's just stunning. And she's also an esthetician. And so she works with women every single day. And she said, when women come into their med spa and she's working with them, women are always telling her about how much they don't like their bodies, or they want to fix something, or they want to change something, and they don't know how. They're hoping that whatever the process or the procedure that they're doing there, whatever that is going to change the thing that they dislike so much and why they're there, because they hate a part of their body. And she's a young woman, this esthetician. She's a young woman, and she's like, I wish I could help them beyond just this, whatever procedure we're doing, whatever, technology that they're using. And she said, I wish I could help them beyond that. But even I myself struggle with, the whole idea of a positive self-image. So she was asking me about it because the topic came up, like, what do I do? And we're talking about me as a speaker, and that I had a TEDx talk coming up in December. And she asked what my topic was. And I said, it's about self-image, body image, mostly body image. So in our conversation, we started talking kind of like what's going to be in my speech and how do we really shift this. And she said to me a really interesting thing. She said, affirmations. I've been doing affirmations. I've been doing them all the time. And I feel like I'm lying to myself. I feel like I'm trying to fake it to make it, but I just don't feel like it's working, because I still feel, I still look in the mirror. I still see the same things. I still feel really the negative feelings that she has about a particular body part of hers, which is her nose, right in the middle of her face. And she had an accident when she was younger, and now, she feels like everybody sees the bump on her nose, and she doesn't like it. And so we were just having that conversation, and I felt like, this is a good topic to talk about for our next show coming up. So that's why I wanted to share that. And at 5 o'clock, I'm going to go into the steps that you can use to help shift the belief that you have, because When you're just doing affirmations, especially if you're the over the age of 5 or 7, when you start doing affirmations, you already have a belief that's ingrained about you that you've started to adopt. And the older that you get, the more ingrained that belief is. And you're operating out of that belief. And so I don't want to get too deep into the content that I'm going to be sharing at 5 o'clock, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of what we're going to be talking about, because it's about shifting that belief. And if we look at affirmations, we could say an affirmation is probably more on the surface level, when there are multiple levels deep where the belief is, and an affirmation isn't going to penetrate all those layers to get to the belief. It's just like, let's take the esthetician's world. It's like skin. When our skin has layers, and if we're just doing topical things all the time, expecting to really penetrate and create change that is in those lower layers of the skin, that requires tools or laser or something that can penetrate into those layers of the skin to affect change. That's what we need to do when we have those beliefs, those negative beliefs about ourselves that really only we believe. There are other people. Look, like, I look at her and I was telling her, I look at you and you are a beautiful woman. I'm like, I don't see, it's only as you pointed it out to me that I see it, but I didn't see that the first few times we've met. So I don't, what we see, we magnify. And so we think everybody's seeing it the same way, and they're not. So anyway, I'm going to really get a little bit deeper into this conversation at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I want you to join me. Again, the website is audaciousconfidenceshow.com. And you can join us live at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific. And I would really love for you to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@Alicia Curry. Subscribe to our channel, because we have over 400 episodes of shows that are on that channel, all about self-development, leadership, confidence building. Like, we have a lot of content there. So if you can't join us live, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, because the show that we're doing live today will be on that channel at the end of the week. So if you missed it today, you can go back and watch the replay at the end of the week. And I just want to thank you for joining in on this live show. Remember, affirmations, if you look at it, it's just the surface level. So if you're just repeating affirmations and you haven't actually done anything to shift the belief under what you're saying, the affirmation is not going to stick. Affirmations are great for children to help build their confidence and build their own self-image and their self-esteem when they're young, and they can start believing that about themselves from a young age. But once once you're an adult, and there's some stuff that you believe that shouldn't be in there. So the affirmation, laying it on top of that belief, it's not penetrating it to really make a difference. So saying it is not going to shift a lot for you. And that's why I'm saying affirmations don't work. So you can go to redcarpetceo.com. There we have all our shows. We have links to all our shows. So if you've missed anything, you can go there to redcarpetceo.com. You can get on our mailing list, because if you sign up for our mailing list there, you'll get notified whenever we have a new episode that's coming out, or when we have a replay available. We have our podcast that comes out. Our season is actually coming to an end for that leadership podcast at the end of October, but you can subscribe. So when our podcast, and we have 2 amazing guests for the last 2 episodes of that season. I mean, phenomenal. But go ahead, redcarpetceo.com. You're not going to miss when our podcast launches, and you're going to get all the juicy details for every show that we have coming up. So this episode is brought to you by Art Venture Miami. Go visit Miami and miamibeaches.com to find out more about what art and adventure lies ahead of you here in the beautiful city of Miami. All right. So if you'd like to be a guest on any of our shows, you can also on redcarpetceo.com. There's a link there for you to apply to be a guest, or you can just email us support@aliciacurry.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you live at 5 for Unleash Your Audacious Confidence. We're going to talk about changing that belief. We're going to get more in depth about body image, body positivity. There was a survey done. It's called Own It Body Confidence Survey in Australia. And really, the numbers are very astounding that 83% of women hate their bodies. They hate their midsections. They at least, 7 out of 10 women have an I hate my body moment at least once a week. So let's try to shift that for ourselves. If we're one of those 7 out of 10, I know I used to be, for sure. I'm still a work in progress, but let's try to shift that from 7 out of 10 to like maybe 2 out of 10 if we work on ourselves and work on loving ourselves from the deepest part of us. So join me live at 5. Go to audaciousconfidenceshow.com and I will see you there. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. See you then.